Good morning, it's Richard Smith here, and I'm going to show you a little video that's a little bit more technical, but you're going to absolutely love it. It's suitable for primary or secondary schools. So what you do is go to my website, just click on Amazing ICT, and then you just load the Scratch channel. So there's over 1,000 projects here for you to look at. You could go to View All, and the one we want today is this green and blue one, Bitmap versus Vector. So these are two types of format for pictures, and I'm just going to explain each one. So if we go to see inside, so the character on the right has been drawn as a bitmap, and if I zoom in, so I've got to go to the second tab at the top, costumes. If I zoom in, you can see that the character is made up of individual squares, and each square has got its own colour tone. And if you look at it, it sort of looks blocky, and each square is called 1 pixel. And that's how we measure the size of files. So the bigger a file, the more pixels, so it takes up more space. So sometimes picture files are very, very big, because they've got lots of pixels and therefore they take up a lot of space, a large number of bits and bytes. So if we look at the butterfly here, you can probably see it looks a little bit different. And the reason it looks different is because it's been created in a different way. It's been created using vectors. So what is a vector? Well, a vector is a way of drawing a shape that uses mathematics. So what it does is it knows the coordinates of the shape and their relation to each other. So if you look at the eye, you can see it's a circle. So all we need to know to be able to know what that circle is to know the radius of the circle, to know that it's black, and to know where the centre of the circle is, which takes up a lot less space than knowing the individual pixels on a shape. So that's why it takes up less space. Now the nice thing is, if we continue to zoom in, it's still known as a circle. It's recognised as a circle. Now something interesting happens, and this might be something you can do with children, is at the moment it's a vector. At the bottom there's a blue rectangle. So if you go to convert to bitmap, can you see it immediately becomes pixelated? And what I can do now is I can actually get a pen and I can draw on it, and the new drawing will be pixelated. Now when I go back, so if I go to convert to vector and then zoom out, can you see it's keeps as a bitmap file. Now you can't really see at this level of detail, but as soon as you zoom in you can see that that now looks very different. So if you look at the eyes, which were circles, now you can see that they're made up of lots and tiny little squares of different colours, and therefore the computer would need to remember all that detail. So that's why the file for a bitmap is much bigger. So hopefully you've learnt lots there. You can find out more by just searching for bitmap versus vector and put in your key stage, so key stage 2, key stage 3. The Viking was drawn using something called pixilart, pixilart.com, which is free. But it does say you have to be over 16, so you need to sit with a parent and do some creations and then download them as a PNG. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you've learnt lots this morning.